Hey everybody, it's PRI 2015. I'm Dennis Pittsburgh. We're here at the Aeromotive booth, and I'm with Kyle Fickler. And you know what? A lot of new products this year, including a great SEMA show, and including some new part numbers for diesel, and a new Pro Stock pump. How exciting is it for you to come off of SEMA and then come to PRI and have a great show?
You know, Dennis, that's exactly how it works for us. SEMA is just a great place to introduce new product, but for us, it's just the start. We build momentum coming into the PRI show. And so when you look at some of the products we brought out at SEMA, they're very hardcore, they're very technical, kind of shows a direction SEMA has come back to its racing roots, but then you come to PRI where it's all racing. Just honestly, my 3 favorite days of the year.
Tell us about this new diesel pump.
Yeah, Dennis, we've been in the diesel space for a little while, but what it's been is the diesel market adapting our automotive products. So starting a couple of years ago, our engineering team was tasked with coming up with a true Aeromotive diesel lift pump. So what we've done, we've taken a brushless motor, which is new technology for us, combined it with one of our roller vane pumping mechanisms, in this case actually out of our A1000. So we've got proven technology, we're merging it together for an Aeromotive style product. Obviously we've incorporated a cap filter. We looked at designing our own. Once we saw the cap filter, cut it apart. I mean, just a beautiful piece. So, you know, it's a little different for us seeing someone else's brand on our product, but the cap filter is just unbeatable. And you don't need to use the cap filter. There's other common filters that will fit. But what we've really done is it's a solution. It's a solution to the quarter tank problem that is so prevalent in the diesel performance world. We eliminated all the leak paths. We use a flow-through motor. Which we do in the automotive side, but this is the first of its kind, or one of the first of its kind in the diesel aftermarket. We use our diaphragm style bypass, something unique in the diesel world, which we're big believers in on the automotive side. Just gives you better pressure control. So what we've done is we've provided an Aeromotive solution to problems that we are seeing in the diesel world. The other thing we did in our complete kits that are now available for Duramax, Power Stroke, with Cummins coming soon, is we've incorporated our Phantom style baffle and bucket. So that's really how we solve the quarter tank issue, is we're controlling the 2, 3, 4 gallons of fuel that's left in that 36-gallon container. So we know from the automotive side, when you have this big fuel container and you're at a lower fuel volume, controlling what fuel is left is really critical for performance applications.
Now, the last thing we need to talk about is Pro Stock. Now, of course, you guys came out with the great system last year, the 3000 for the Pro Stock stuff. What do? They throw a curve at you, go to fuel injection. What do you guys do? You come up with a solution.
You know, and it's been an interesting transition because the 3000 was wildly successful. I mean, just when you look at the top 10, and we literally dominate the top 10 with the Aeromotive A3000. So July, you know, we're back in Kansas, they're on the West Coast, and we see the new rules come out, you know. 90 PSI max pressure was probably the one that caught our eye, because given the injector size, the mandated max pressure and the mandated injector, that's an awful lot of fuel. But what makes this unique is there's a deadline. Typically our deadlines are self-imposed. You know, now we have a deadline. Well, you got Pomona 2016, the new rules go into effect January 1, 2016. The reality is teams have been testing now for a couple weeks. They've been on the dyno for, you know, a month or so. So what we've done is we've taken the brushless technology that we used on our diesel lift pump, the dual chamber pumping mechanism that we use in our Eliminator and Pro Series. It's the pumping mechanism we've used for years, proven piece. Rolled those two together. What it's done, it allows us to reduce amperage draw by about 33%, reduces static weight of the pump by about 40%, which is big in that world because it's up on the front of the car. We will mate the pump directly to the cell with a real innovative little bulkhead. And you're talking about a pump that, you know, you're flowing 1,300 pounds per hour at 90 PSI. I mean, that's a whole lot of fuel. So probably about double what a Pro Stock car is actually capable of burning. But we know that we need excess because we want something on the return line. So very excited to see that pump come out.
All right, well, you guys always know how to come up with a solution to a problem. You've done it once again. And I got to tell you, if people want to know more about what you're doing, where we can find you, and how to get a hold of you, what do we do?
Aeromotiveinc.com, my brother.
There you go. It's easy enough. Kyle Fickler from Aeromotive, Dennis Pittsburgh from PRI, Power Automedia. We'll see you soon.